The Indigo Disc DLC just launched, and that means there's a ton of awesome shinies to hunt for, including a bunch of shiny legendaries, right? Surely they wouldn't have shiny locked all the shiny legendaries, right? Let's dive in. All right, so one of the most exciting things about this DLC is that there's an opportunity to potentially shiny hunt a bunch of new Pokemon, including the 25 legendaries that they have returned, but I'm just going to break the bad news to you if you haven't heard. They shiny locked pretty much everything. Yeah, that's right, they really did. They basically said all of these legendaries that we've given to you in a ton of games previously that you've been able to shiny hunt them in, we decided that you can't shiny hunt them in this game. So while you can track down a Spectrier and a Cubfu and all sorts of cool legendary Pokemon, they cannot be shiny, which is very disappointing. So let's just get that part out of the way, including some of the new shiny Pokemon, which again, was very excited about. Those are not shiny possible either. They're all shiny locked. And we'll talk about all the new shinies, we'll talk about the locks, and we'll talk about our feelings on that. And then I'm gonna break down the top 10 Pokemon that I think you actually should hunt for in the Indigo Disc DLC. Be sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Seriously, YouTube tells me a bunch of you guys are not subscribed. I post Pokemon videos here. I got all sorts of guides, tutorials, and much, much more, so don't miss out on that. And I do want to let you guys know that even though you can't hunt them, we've got our Team Shiny merch available as well. You can use code INDIGO to get 15% off your Team Shiny purchase right now if you pick up 3 shirts or more. Brand new designs, tons of awesome Team Shiny designs. Check it out at teamshiny.com. All right, so we're going to talk about the new shiny Pokemon first. We're going to talk about the locks. We're going to talk about the Pokemon I think you should hunt. Obviously, all the legendaries are locked, so just throw that out there. We've got some cool ones, though. Archaladon, Duraludon's new shiny looks pretty cool. It's got that nice color blue. Otherwise, nothing too crazy. It goes from like kind of a silver to a more gray color. Shiny Hydraplin is pretty much what you would expect it to be based on Diplin shiny. It kind of has that nice caramel apple coloring. Looks super cool. I'm a big fan of this one. It's got the green apple on its head, which I really like. That's like a fun little Easter egg, right? Because, you know, regular Applin is obviously got that green, so looks super good. But this is one you can get, of course, with the shiny Diplin, so that's some good news. You've got your Entei, your new Paradox Entei form. This thing looks sick, dude. One of my favorite of the Paradox forms, like this, like, Triceratops looking dude. He's got like a pretty sick shield on his head, and it's got a really cool shiny, very reminiscent of what you'd expect out of Entei. But I think this one's sick, and one that I look forward to potentially being able to get in the future, to be honest. I think it looks really awesome. Then you've got the new Raikou form, Paradox Raikou's form. This one looks sick too. It goes from like kind of a vibrant yellow to kind of more of a dark yellow, and then the red gets swapped out for the blue, which looks really good, and then the swirl around its head goes to a bright yellow instead of the purple, which I think looks very clean. Paradox Terrakion, very disappointing, as with Cobalion. In my opinion, a lot of these kind of violet shinies are not very good. It just goes full silver. Probably one of the worst ones, if we're being honest. If anything, I think the regular form looks better than the shiny form, and then Cobalion's Paradox form is kind of the same, right? Like it just goes full silver. I feel like it's worse, to be honest. Terapagos, again, you can't hunt it, but it does have an interesting shiny form. It goes to like a very teal color, very light blue, which is pretty, I like it a lot. I'm pretty sure that this is the first Pokemon who, when it goes to its final form, I read this somewhere, when it goes to the final Terapagos form, the shiny and the non-shiny are the exact same. There's actually no difference between it. So I guess you could argue that cast forms in the past were like that, but we know those have shiny sprites now, so I don't know. And then you've got the new Peach Pokemon. Of course, this has a new shiny. This is a mythical. It'll be a long time before we see this thing as a shiny in the game, but it goes from like kind of the dark purple to like the mustard yellowy colors. So that pretty much covers all of the new shinies. And again, all of them are locked. Cubfu's locked. Spectrier locked. You can get, obviously, the Archaladon and the Hydraplin, but all the legendaries are locked. So, again, very disappointing. A lot of people have been asking my opinion on this. Why is this the case? Do I care about it? Whatever. I think it's incredibly disappointing. Like, what are we doing here? This is ridiculous. Like, we go through this saga every single game, every single year. Why are they shiny locking these legendaries? It's because they want to put them behind a paywall. They want to lock them behind raids in Pokemon Go so they can take your dollars. They want to put them at GameStop so you have to go there and pick up a code or whatever to get some sort of shiny. They want to save this for who knows how many years down the road when this Pokemon has way less relevancy. So that way you have to go do it then. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now, I do fully expect that, you know, it's possible that some of these Paradox forms, Cobalion, Terrakion, it's possible that we get them at some point through raids or something like that right down the road. But why not let shiny hunters hunt them in the game? Like, there's a perfect opportunity to do so, and they took it away from us. Very frustrating. And forget the new Pokemon. Let's talk about the old legendaries, your Articunos, your Raikou, all these old legendaries that you can hunt, 25 of them, right? Why shiny lock those? Why? What is the point? It makes no sense. And then to lock things like Cubfu, Glacier, and Spectrier, Pokemon that we were excited for to shiny hunt for the first time, to lock them, Absolutely insane. I don't get it. I just feel like they're so out of touch, dude. There's just no words to explain how frustrating it is and just how out of touch. I think that's the only way to describe it. It's just so, like, no pulse or understanding of a whole segment of the community. The people who I would assume spend the most hours playing this game, the shiny hunting community, just nothing. They just do nothing. Now, there is a couple things in the DLC. There's a new meal that will give you a shiny chance, so we'll talk about that in another video, but they really dropped the ball on this one, I think, and it's just very disappointing. So with all that negativity out of the way, it's a lot of negativity. I'm gonna give you guys what I think are the best 10 shiny hunts that you can go for in the DLC, just regular Pokemon that are in the terrarium. I'm not gonna include the starters because I think that kind of you put those in their own category. But kicking it off, I'm gonna start with my boy Minior. I like Minior. I love this thing. Its shiny's got the black core. I think it looks beautiful. It obviously has all the different color cores. This is one where it's a little tricky to shiny hunt. You got to make sure you get into that encounter. Obviously, you see it pop off with the shiny. I think you're not going to be able to see this one until you encounter it. So this one might be a little bit of a tough one. But that black shiny Minior is so cool. I've always loved this shiny. It's such a good one. I don't think I need to tell you about this one, but Beldum, Metagross, Metang, that evolution line, so clean with their shiny. You can obviously get them in the Indigo disc. It's located in a few different locations. That Beldum, you can pretty much find it throughout the Canyon biome, Chargestone Cave. It's in the Polar biome a little bit. It's in a few different spots, but it looks so good. That silver is so clean. One of the best shinies of all time. Make sure you get yourself a shiny Metagross. All around the Savannah biome, you can find Trapinches, but you're really looking for Flygon. That's the big one. I love shiny Flygon. It's so good. That blue on it is so clean. The orange, the blue. I'm a big Mets fan. It pops so nice. That green stays the same. It looks so good. Shiny Flygon, one of my absolute favorites. Trapinch is leaves a little bit to desire. Vibrava is very clean. Flygon, so good. Got to get yourself a shiny Flygon. Now, I never thought I'd be saying this, but Whimsicott, I actually think makes the cut here. In the coastal biome, you can find yourself some Cottonies, some Whimsicotts. I love shiny Whimsicott, man. Its body goes from like kind of a brown, it's like a dark brown black, but those little green horns turn blue, and it's so beautiful. I've always just felt like shiny Whimsicott was a clean shiny, one of my favorites. Again, a Pokemon that has devastated people in VGC. It's coming back with a vengeance. Get it as a shiny. It's beautiful. I couldn't do a video like this without showing some love to the bug types. We got my boy Dewpider and Araquanid making the countdown with that beautiful purple spider. I think it looks so good, dude. The blue turns into an orangey red. You got the purple legs, man. One of my favorites, Araquanid. This was a key player on my Sun and Moon Alola team, man. I love me some Araquanid. You can get it in the coastal biome. This is one you definitely want to grab for your squad. It looks so good in this game too. Araquanid looks so good moving around. I was very surprised to see in the Canyon biome, in the Polar biome, you can find Porygons just floating around. They're everywhere, man, and they have a very clean shiny. I've always loved the red going to the purple. You got these different shades of blue and purple on it. Super clean. I think Porygon, Porygon 2, Porygon Z, a must-have shiny in the DLC. This is one of the top priorities for me. I know I'm definitely going for this guy. One of the best. Speaking of Pokemon I necessarily wasn't expecting to see, we've got Hisuian, Quillfish, and Overquill. Oh, dude, I think Overquill's so good. Super cool design. Love its name. This thing you can find as a Quillfish. You can't find it as an Overquill. You have to get it as a Quillfish, but it is in the Polar biome. So if you want to go in the Polar biome in the water, pretty easy to find. Always thought this thing shiny was sick. It goes to like the black to the like grayish silver color, and it's got those purple spikes, man. Super clean. This one might catch you off guard, but my boy Golurk and Golett are gonna make the list in the Canyon and Polar biomes. This thing is a beast, dude. He goes from blue to kind of like a light gray. I love the like green on it, man. It looks so good, dude. I've always felt like Golurk was just such a sick shiny. One of the best, top tier. Definitely get yourself a Golurk. This thing's a beast. It deserves more love. It's so cool. He turns into a rocket sometimes. I mean, you can't beat it. Galarian Slowpoke is found in the coastal biome, and sleeper pick, man, I really like this dude. It was something that grew on me a lot in Sword and Shield in the DLC. I think Galarian Slowbro looks so cool with his little arm shell, dude. One of my faves, man. Showing some love to Slowbro. I love the gold color on it. It looks so good, the gold and purple, man. It's just such a good color combination. He looks doofy. He's got his little arm, his shell sidearm, man. What a cool Pokemon, and definitely a shiny you want to snag. And last but certainly not least, I am going into Gen 1, baby. Showing some love for Tentacruel. That's right, Tentacruel might catch you off guard, but I've always felt like Tentacruel was one of the S tier shinies, man. This thing is gorgeous. It goes from that dark blue to kind of a bluish purple, and then the red goes to green, man. It's such a unique color scheme. Such a great shiny. Its tentacles go from like black to kind of beige or white or whatever. I've always felt like this thing is sick. It's in the coastal biome. Super cool hunt. I love me some Tentacruel, kind of an underrated Pokemon in my opinion, and I think it's a great shiny to add to your collection. So let me know if there's any shinies you think I missed in terms of ones you think you should hunt for, and let me know your thoughts on this shiny lock situation. It blows my mind, man. I just don't understand the logic. Like, it actually blows my mind that they shiny locked all these different Pokemon. Very sad times, man, but it is what it is. It's what we come to expect. You know what I mean? I lack the words for it, man. This legitimately killed dozens of hours of game time for a lot of people, right? Dozens, at least, of game time. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. Hit that like button down below. Make sure you guys subscribe, though, for real, for more shiny content and more, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for chilling with me. Peace.